Today we are going to be talking about those questions that a high value man never asks any lady, especially at those early stages of the relationship. If the two of you are already far into the relationship, you might get away with some of these questions depending on the level of friendship that you have with her. But to be on the safe side, I would suggest that you just stay away from these questions if you really want to get your desired responses from her. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, hi, you are welcome. My name is Joecy. On this channel, I create content around food, family, my life as a wife, mom, an immigrant living in the UK, an e-commerce trader, just me being Joecy, doing the things that I like, and sometimes I have chit chat about very relatable topics like this one that we are going to be having today. If this sounds like something that interests you, kindly consider subscribing, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell if you would like to be notified each time I upload a new video. And if you end up enjoying today's video, do not forget to like it and share it with someone who might need to see it. 1. How old are you? This actually is not a bad question to ask a woman, especially if she is young and looks significantly younger than you. But if you ask an older lady, say between 30 to 40 years old, this same question, you may run the risk of making her feel self-conscious. So it might be better to let this particular one sit until you both know each other better. As you talk, you will eventually get to know how old she is. But just meeting a lady for the first few weeks or so, and you start asking her, how old are you? Not every lady is comfortable to discuss their age unless they have gotten to that level where they trust you enough to tell you how old they are. And you might not know this after meeting a lady for the first few weeks or so. So it is better to let this particular one sit until you both know each other better. As you talk about different topics, you will eventually get to find out how old she is. Number 2, how many men have you been with, or how many men have you slept with, or what is your body count, depending on who is asking. I am not a huge fan of this particular question because I believe women like to be private about things like this, and when you go ahead to ask this question out of a specific context, it can run the risk of making you look jealous and insecure, which is a huge turn-off and a low value marker. No high value man should be caught asking a woman how many men she has been with, or what is your body count and things like that. Those things are not necessary. It has nothing to add to the relationship if both of you choose to be together moving forward. This is an uncomfortable thing to talk about, so if she has not asked you, do not ask her. But if she has asked you, it is fair game to reverse the question and ask her too. 3. Can I borrow some money? This is exactly how to put a woman off in 5 words. It does not matter how much money you think she has or how much money she is making. If you don't have money, do the things that you can do. Take her to the park or something like that. Don't take her to places that you cannot afford and start asking her to borrow you money or to pay for dinner dates because you forgot your credit card at home or things like that. No woman wants to hear that. It makes you look so unserious. If both of you are already married, fair enough. But at those early stages in the relationship, it is a huge turn off. Women seek providers, not parasites. 4. How much do you weigh? It is either you like how she looks or you don't. If you meet her, you don't like how she looks, move on. Look for a woman that you really admire and that you think you can have as your woman. No woman wants to start discussing her weight with someone that they just met. It sends a signal to their mind that you are so conscious about their size, and this is already a problem. No woman wants to start having to deal with this at the early stages of the relationship. Even later in the relationship, refrain from asking how much she weighs unless both of you have already gotten deep into the relationship and you are so comfortable with each other to discuss about things like this. Stay away from asking this. There's absolutely no reason why a man needs to ask this particular one. 5. Why are you friends with A, B, or C? Like questioning a woman why she is friends with her friends. This particular question definitely put you at risk of sounding jealous and insecure, both of which are serious low value markers. As a strong masculine man, you should not even be threatened by other men in her life. If you do not like her friends, or you feel like you can't trust her, or you just don't like the way she interacts with other men in general, then look for somebody else to date. It is never a good idea to come between a woman and her friends, or even go as far as try to control the way she interacts with them. On the same token, if you do not like her friends, you have every right to hit the road and to not feel guilty about it. 6. Are you pregnant? This is a risky one because if she's not pregnant, you pretty much just called her fat. Best way to handle this one, just write it out and do not mention anything about it. If she doesn't bring it up, you can casually bring up a conversation about having children in future. And if she still doesn't mention it, and if you are not fond of the way she looks, the best way would be to move on and date somebody else. You are not obliged to date this particular one if you are not fond of the way they look. 7. Is that what you're wearing tonight? Say for example, you've picked her up to take her to dinner or to a party and she's dressed up and you make this remark, is that what you're wearing tonight? This only implies that you look terrible. What were you thinking? Unless your girl is completely off the mark on dress code, this is a risky statement to make. If you feel like you need to correct her fashion choices, you should probably just cut her loose and go for someone who is more in line with your style. 8. I know you've got a boyfriend, but can we be friends? If you truly just want to be friends with her, then there's nothing wrong with this particular question. Yes, this will make you seem less attractive. But if all you want is friendship, then whether or not she has a man in her life should not even matter to you anyway. But if you have ulterior motives, for example, you intend to date her, then just keep it. Here's the thing, a high value man never asks people to be his friends. He naturally attracts people by being awesome, being likable, and being a winner. So if you're a high value man, people will be naturally drawn to you because of who you are. The minute you say hello to a lady, she's already interested in knowing more about you, and you'll not have to be asking all these questions of if you can be my friend or not. You are naturally attractive because of the person that you are. So if you find yourself in situations where you have to ask a lady if she can be your friend, maybe it is a sign that you might need to level up. 9. You look tired today. Did you not get a good night's sleep? Calling out a woman's tired look, even if she truly does look tired, can go a long way to hurt her feelings, and it can make her feel like you think she's unattractive. Instead, you can consider an alternative question like, I've been looking forward to catching up with you. Tell me how your past few days have been. That way you get her talking and she can tell you more about what she has been going through in the last few days without her feeling like you think she is unattractive. 10. Why can't you be like your mother, your sister, your friend? They understand me better. Men, no woman wants to be compared to the other. Even you men, I believe you don't like it when anybody compares you to another person in a way that suggests that you are not doing enough. So why would you think it is okay for you to tell a lady that why can't she be like A, B, or C? If you are not okay with the way she is, if you don't like the way she behaves, if you don't like the way she carries herself, if she doesn't understand you, or if both of you don't understand yourselves, you have no business being in a relationship with each other. It is not a life sentence. And if you feel like when there's a disagreement, her mother or her sister or her friends are the ones who understand you better, maybe, just maybe, you are better off picking one of those other ladies and letting her be. Nobody wants to be in a relationship with a man who is constantly comparing her to her friends or her sisters or her mother. Nobody wants to hear that. Number 11. Why did you not return my call, or why did you not respond to my message? Please do not embarrass yourself any further. If she has not responded to your messages or has not returned your calls for longer than usual, get the hint. She doesn't want to speak with you. Stay in your lane. There you have it, guys. These are the few questions that I put together for us today. There's a whole lot more. If you guys want a part 2 of this video, let me know in the comment section and I'll gladly do that. If you are a guy, are there some of these questions that you've ever asked a lady and you were wondering why you did not get your desired response? If you're a lady, has any guy ever asked you any of these questions? How did you feel? Did you respond? Did you find them offensive? Did you find them as a turn-off? Or what are those questions that you don't want to hear from any man? What are those questions that you consider really uncomfortable coming from a man, especially at those early stages of the relationship? Let us continue the conversation in the comment section, guys. If you totally enjoyed watching this video, give it a huge thumbs up, and if you think someone else needs to see it, kindly share it with them. And if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, kindly consider subscribing for more videos like this one. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate your time. Until I come your way next time, stay blessed, stay safe, continue to drink a lot of water, and mind the business that pays you. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.